A very good evening and welcome to ICU TV's main news. Here are the stories making headlines. President Hichilema arrives in Livingstone for Anchusa Games. Man murdered over three-quarter in Eastern Province. ICZ sets April 15th for presidential nominations fee payment, clarifies process. In international news, Ghana Energy Chamber withdraws from Africa Summit. In sports news, Zambia under-15 boys holds first training ahead of CAF African Schools Championship. In details, my name is Peter Jameson Ingerelwa. President Hichilema has arrived in Livingstone, Southern Province, to attend the 17th session of the Association for Non-Aligned Teachers Union of Southern Africa Anchusa Games. The presidential challenger jet landed at Harry Mwanga Nkumbula International Airport at 10:30 hours, where he received a warm welcome from party members and general public. President Hichilema was received by cabinet ministers, including Minister of Education Douglas Yakadima, Minister of Tourism Rodney Sinkumba, and Minister of Technology and Science Felix Mutati. Also present was Southern Province Minister Credo Nanjua and other senior government and party officials. The Anchusa Games, hosted by the Basic Teachers Union of Zambia, Betus, and running alongside a teachers marathon and education expo, the event has attracted over 10,000 teachers from Zambia and 7 other Southern African countries, including Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Southern Africa. A 37-year-old man from Chadiza district in Eastern Province has been murdered with a pan brick during a drinking spree. Agrippa Banda, 37, of Kanthira village in Mulolo Chiefdom, was killed on April 2nd, 2026 by a friend following a dispute over three-quarter. The deceased brother Mavuto Piri, 44, reported the matter to Chadiza police station around 19 hours on the same day. The incident has been confirmed by Eastern Province Police Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba, and investigations are on the way. The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has announced April 15, 2026 as the start date for payments of nomination fees for aspiring presidential candidates ahead of the August general elections. The Commission clarifies that this is an administrative measure to facilitate the processing of supporters and improve efficiency, and it's a new requirement. ECZ dismissed misinformation suggesting that nominations fee for all candidates are due on April 15th, or that payment had started before the dissolution of Parliament. The Commission explained that the arrangement applies only to presidential candidates, while parliamentary, mayoral, and local government candidates will pay after the dissolution of Parliament and councils. The Commission stated that the measure aims to reduce logistical costs for candidates who must mobilize at least 100 registered voters from each province, and urged to stakeholders to rely on official communication to avoid spreading misleading information. We now take our first break. Stay tuned for more news.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance. Qualifications: National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434.
Welcome back. We are now in our local stories. The Chinsali-Mpika Road project is on the verge of commencement, with a contractor engaged and the appointment of a consultant pending final administrative clearance. The strategic 180 kilometers project forms part of the Serenje-Nakonde corridor and the Great North Road and expected to significantly enhance regional mobility. The development aims to accommodate growing traffic demands in northern and Muchinga provinces, boosting transportation efficiency and connectivity.
The Chinsali to Mpika stretch of the Great North Road, covering 161.5 kilometers in Muchinga province, has reached a key milestone, with the contractor now identified and procurement completed, according to Minister of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development Charles Milupi. The project is now towards contract signing, mobilization and site handover before construction begins.
Up to Mpika. Further, Mr. President, the remaining bad part, that is from Mpika to Chinsali, that is also undergoing procurement process, and in fact, a contractor has already been put in place to undertake the works, upgrading of the works to international standards of the road.
This section forms part of the strategic Great North Road corridor linking Zambia to Tanzania through Nakonde, and follows the near completion of Chinsali to Nakonde stretch, which has already been upgraded to a high standard. Government is working to bring the entire corridor to international level to support trade and regional integration. The development also aligns with President Hakainde Hichilema's broader commitment to unlocking the Northern Circuit as a key driver of trade and regional economic development over the next 5 years.
It's also prudent to announce that the contractor, two contractors have already been engaged between Chinsali up to Mpika. So the only thing remaining now is the engagement of the consultant, which we are hoping the administrative processes will be completed soon so that they can be engaged and ensure that the work starts. As it has already been indicated, the procurement process for engaging contractors between Isoka and between Mpika and Serenje has advanced, and we are hoping that it will be completed, or it has already been completed by now.
The approach is anchored on building self-sustaining provincial economies, where each region contributes meaningfully to national growth, supported by improved transport networks and cross-border connectivity. With procurement concluded, the project will proceed through final contract processes before works commence. The upgrade is being financed mainly by the African Development Bank.
A 59-year-old man of Nkombwe village in Chief Mangombe's area of Katete district has drowned in Chinsali stream while checking his field located about 2 kilometers from his village. The incident occurred between 12 hours and 16 hours on April 3, 2026, and was reported to Katete police station around 18:30 hours. The deceased has been identified as Pangan Piri, his 15-year-old nephew, Tobias Perry, discovered the body floating in the stream and rushed to alert his father and other villagers, who then assisted in securing the body. Police later retrieved the body from the water. Eastern Province Police Commissioner Robert Mwemba confirmed that no foul play suspected and that the deceased's history of epilepsy may have contributed to the drowning. Relatives have been advised to proceed with burial arrangement and mark the grave for possible future post-mortem examination. Investigations into the matter have been concluded. We'll take another short break. When we're back, it's international news. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University is striving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
We are now in international news. Ghana's Energy Chamber has withdrawn from the Africa Energy Summit in London, citing discriminatory hiring practices and the exclusion of African professions from key roles. The decision reflects a broader continental demand for better representation in international energy forums. The Chamber urged Ghanaian stakeholders to reconsider participation until organizers implement corrective measures to ensure inclusive and equitable engagement. Despite Africa's growing influence in global energy market, international platforms often fail to incorporate African professions in staffing and agenda setting, a situation that undermines credibility and presentation. You are still watching international news. Uganda and the United States have signed a safe third-party country agreement to process the protection requests of certain third-country African nations. The arrangement aligns with international law and enables Uganda to retrieve individuals approved by U.S. immigration authorities. The first group of 8 individuals arrived in Uganda on April 1st, 2026, marking the commencement of the arrangement. The agreement forms part of a broader U.S. strategy to manage asylum application by partnering with African countries, promoting regional cooperation in migration management. We take a short break. When we're back, it's sports news. Stay tuned. We are now in sports news. The Zambia under-15 boys team held their first training session on Saturday morning at Gateway High School in Harare as they prepare for the CAF Africa School Football Championship Continental Finals 2026. The session provided the team with their first experience on the match venue, where 16 nations are set to compete starting Monday. Head coach Evaristo Mukandawire expressed satisfaction with the team early adaptation, stating that the session helped players understand pitch conditions and begin focusing on the tournament. The Zambia side will continue fine-tuning preparations over the weekend ahead of their opening fixtures. And that sport item brings us the end of our ICU TV main news. But before we go, we'll take a quick recap of the stories making headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema arrives in Livingstone for anchusa games. Man made it over 3/4 in Eastern Province. ECZ sets April 15th for presidential nomination fee payment and clarifies process. In international news, Ghana Energy Chamber withdraws from Africa Summit. In sports news, Zambia and under-15 boys hold first training ahead of CAF African Schools Championship. Thank you very much for watching ICU TV News. Please stay glued on our Facebook page at ICU TV and on our website at icutv.zm.com. Have a lovely evening.